Now it's time to sample Yamaha's classic tourer, the Royal Star Tour Deluxe. Now for you cruiser fans, you may want to note that Yamaha is offering 13 different cruiser models this year. That's right, 13. Air-cooled, liquid-cooled, lowriders, full-on dressers. Something for everyone. And mixed in the entire family is one long-haul machine that Yamaha boasts is a true 2-for-1 deal. See, from a distance, this 1,294cc liquid-cooled, 70-degree 16-valve V4 looks like a 5-speed shaft-driven long-distance touring machine. However, upon closer inspection, you'll note that the windscreen and backrest can easily be removed with the twist of the wrist. Voila! Tourer is now a boulevard bagger, hence the 2-for-1 deal. Sampling the Tour Deluxe for us this week is a BMW K1200 LT rider, Terry Shortt. We asked him, did this Yamaha treat him royally? What was your first impression when you picked it up?
When the guys walked out with the bike from Yamaha Canada, the first thing that struck me was, wow, they did a nice job putting a retro cruiser together. They did a nice job on the chrome, the finish is nice, you got the bags, you've got that old cruiser look about it.
Right. You had a chance to come back to the county from Toronto.
Yep.
So what was it like on the highway?
It held its own well on the highway. It's about an 800-pound motorcycle, and that's dry, so once you get a tank of gas and me on it, it's a little more stable. No problem with the transports. Had a bit of a side wind, no problem with that. It held itself steady. It's got a very low center of gravity. And what is really deceiving about this bike is that it looks like a twin, but it's not. It's a 4-cylinder. It's a 4-cylinder V engine. So it's kind of a sneaky way of getting a retro cruiser and yet having a little bit more smoothness in it because you got 4 pistons as opposed to 2.
Yeah. How does it sound being 4 cylinders?
Amazingly enough, it sounds like a twin. They've tuned it to have the vibration of a twin.
Yeah.
They've done their best to make this motorcycle feel like an old school twin-cylinder bike.
Right.
But you've got a little more technology now. You've got the 4 cylinders, you've got 4 valves per cylinder.
Yeah.
But you're still carbureted.
Yeah.
We've got 4 Mikuni carbs that are making this bike go.
And so overall, how did it go?
It's got good low end power. It hasn't got what you call startling acceleration.
Yeah.
But it's good for a cruiser. I mean, a cruiser's meant, if you buy a cruiser like this one, the idea is to go long distance and usually to have a partner with you.
Yeah.
And that's where the power is in this bike. The power is at the low end. The wife and I had a chance to take it out last night and take it for a ride. And the first thing that she really noticed was that you've got a lot of room for the passenger. They're extended back a little more, they're removed from the rider so they're not riding right up on his back.
Right.
She really liked that because it gave her a little bit of extra room.
Now it's got a hydraulic clutch and it's got that heel-toe shifter, so how did you find the shifting?
The shifting gets a little confusing because, of course, the Beamer that I ride is just a single toe shift, so it took a little bit to get used to the back and forth, but after a few miles it wasn't a problem. And once again, we're back to the retro.
Right.
You know, heel and toe shifter.
You like that, huh?
Does a nice job.
Stopping power, it's a fairly heavy, it's a fairly long motorcycle. How are the brakes?
The brakes are good. You've got dual 298s up front.
Yeah.
You've got a single 320 on the back. And of course, you always use your brakes in combination. I found it brought itself to a stop with no problem, even with 2 up.
Yeah. Now it's a convertible. You know, the backrest comes off, the windscreen comes off with just a turn of a wrench. But you took it out in full-on touring mode. How was the riding position, the comfort, the wind protection, all the things you need if you're going across country?
The riding position is actually very good. Now I only got a 30-inch inseam, and this is a 29-inch high seat, which is perfect. I can actually stand up. If I come to a stop, I can stand up, take the weight off things, get the blood flowing again, and continue on with my ride. The windscreen, a little bit high for my taste. I'd get it cut down because I like to have the windscreen at pretty much eye level.
Right.
But that's a one-size-fits-all windscreen. You can always get that cut. Handles well. Your arm position is good. It's not exactly horizontal, but very close to it. And the cruise control is a great thing for a guy that grew up through the trades and his wrists are getting a little bit on the sore side now.
Yeah.
You get that relief of setting it in cruise and just hanging on the bars and going.
So as far as the fit, the finish, the styling of the motorcycle?
I think they've done a really good job. There's 3 C's. The way I look at a cruiser is there's 3 C's. There's customizability, there's chrome, and there's comfort.
Customizability, is that
I don't even know if that's a word, but it works in this case.
Yeah.
And I went on the Yamaha website, and there's a huge listing of accessories so that you can customize this bike to make it your bike.
Yep.
It doesn't just have to be the stock version. Comfort is there. You got a nice big saddle for the rider. You got a nice soft pillion for the passenger, and a big thick backrest that's fairly wide for the passenger as well.
Right.
A lot of creature comfort on it. They've done their homework. They've done a good job.
And at the end, a little bit of a smile on your
That's
face,
right.
Terry.
You bet.
A little smile. Nice job.
Thanks, Dave.